Hey, it's Aisling,
And Eleni.
and this is our weekly segment called What's Streaming, where we watch and review the most underrated TV shows that are streaming at the moment.
This week, things look a little bit different because of social restrictions and the lockdown.
Luckily, we did manage to film our first two episodes before lockdown laws were put into place.
So, for the next two shows, we'll be delivering them to you remotely. But don't worry, there'll still be great content.
But this week, we are reviewing Disney Fairytale Weddings, a reality TV show that is streaming on Disney Plus.
I'm really hoping to do something to blow everything else out of the water.
The show gives an interesting insight into the behind the scenes look at the weddings and engagements that take place across all the Disney locations.
And these locations include Walt Disney World, Disneyland, and Disney Cruise Line. So, what were your thoughts on Disney Fairytale Weddings?
Well, I'm a massive Disney fan, so I loved it. I loved the inside look into the weddings and the engagements and how they all come to be. I just thought that it was so cool as a Disney fan to see an actual special insight into how it all comes to be. It was just great for me, a really cool experience.
Yeah, I think it sounds like a bit of like a dream scenario for you. Unfortunately, I didn't like the show as much. I think for me, because it was marketed as a reality TV show, it was lacking in a little bit of drama, which is the main reason why I watch reality TV in the first place. So I think for me, that's the main criticism on my behalf.
Yeah, I do see where you're coming from about the drama. I think it was more of a fluff piece. There wasn't much drama in it at all. But I do think that the visuals did make up for the fact that there wasn't any drama. I think they were really compelling and colourful and engaging, and they're just so special because they're just not something you see every day, because Disney has it as their own thing, and it's just so cool to see an insight into that. And I think it makes up for the fact that there isn't any drama.
Yeah, I guess that's fair enough. Maybe it's because I'm not a huge Disney fan myself. So I guess the visuals just didn't make up for it, in my opinion. But it's definitely, I think I have a bit of bias because I'm not a crazy, like, huge Disney person. So I guess I kind of found it a little bit cringy. But in saying that, it was still a nice watch.
Was there anything that you did actually like about the show?
Um, Now that I think about it, I did find like the novelty of it all quite interesting because I've never seen like a Disney themed wedding or really like any kind of themed wedding before. So to see that was kind of cool, and to see the Disney fans was pretty like interesting. But just in my opinion, I don't think it was executed very well.
Like, I can't even believe if this is real right now.
So Eleni, what did you give it out of 10?
I scored the show a 7 out of 10. This is because I'm a huge Disney fan, so I loved the rare insight you get to see into their worlds and how they make everything come to be. However, I did think that the characters lacked in drama, and I also think that after one show, you could probably be done with it there and not go back and watch it again. But yeah, I do think it was still a good show for someone who's a Disney fan, and recommend it to any other Disney fans.
Yeah, I'm not really surprised by your high rating of 7 there. It is very different to my rating, which is quite low, a 4 out of 10. I know it sounds really harsh, but it just wasn't my cup of tea. I'm just not a Disney person at all. And I just didn't really find the appeal. But it was nice to step out of my comfort zone and kind of watch something that I wouldn't normally watch. But still, I just couldn't even get past episode 1, to be honest.
That's all we have time for this week, guys. Join us next week as we'll be discussing Public Enemy, which streams on SBS. Head over to our Instagram to tell us what you thought of this week's show.
Yeah, I'm so excited to start watching Public Enemy. It looks like it's going to be a great show. But here is Michael with the latest game review.
Hey, I'm Michael Georgia with your new gaming suggestion. Today's game is The Tourist on Nintendo Switch. The Tourist is a platform adventure game released in 2019 where you play as a tourist, hence the name, on vacation visiting a number of tropical islands. It is a game where you're on holiday. So while you can't go on holidays in real life because of lockdown, why not take one in this game? Games already allow us to escape reality, so why not take a vacation in a video game? On these islands you can sunbathe on the beach, go for a swim, attend a dance party, scuba dive, visit a jazz club, play in an arcade, do some shopping, explore caves looking for diamonds, or investigate the mystery behind the ancient alien ruins on each of the islands. Alien ruins? That's right, this is where the main story of the game comes from. Your holiday is interrupted and you must investigate the mystery behind these ruins. When exploring these ruins, you'll come across a number of puzzles and platforming challenges across a set of rooms that you have to complete to progress. I spoke with my friend Chris Astudo about the game to share his thoughts, since he played the game and I unfortunately do not own a Nintendo Switch.
The Tourist, at heart, is a really fun game. It incorporates platforming, puzzle, action, and adventure elements. But you can tell the developer's main focus was creating a fun game for anyone to pick up and play. Not to mention, the game looks visually stunning. Throughout my playthrough, I really enjoyed exploring each island and playing the very fun mini-games and side quests on each island. Some of the mini-games included drone flying, surfing, mining, and my personal favourite, the arcade. I was stuck playing minigames in that arcade for way longer than I thought I'd be, all because an in-game character challenged me to beat his high scores. The boss battles and puzzles to enter each monument on the islands felt new and different to other video games, which was refreshing. It had me constantly thinking how I can solve each puzzle with the little to no hints they provided. I think the game appeals to casual players as well as completionist players, because on average it takes around 5 hours for the main story and 6 hours for completionist. I really enjoyed my playthrough of The Tourist and would highly recommend the game to anyone who owns a Nintendo Switch and is happy to spend $30 on the eShop, which I think is a steal for this game.
So there you have it. The Tourist is a really good game with Chris giving it a 9 out of 10. The only knockback is its length, but do not pass on a holiday from the madness of the real world, even if it is for a couple of hours. That is all from me today. Back to Will and Nadia.